great debate was happening on campus this weekend. I'm Cody Stover to take you into the action of the 9th Annual Oregon State Earl Wells Memorial Speech and Debate Tournament.
Hi, this is Mary Johnson from KBVR. I'm here at Mangold Auditorium for the Dance Against Hunger, raising funds for the canned food drive.
Finally, it's a video craze that's taking college campuses by storm. What is the Harlem Shake? We'll have all that and more on tonight's episode of the Beaver News. Good evening and welcome to your Monday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Brittany Mangold.
And I'm Cody Stover. We're glad you could join us tonight. A bright and sunny day is just what college kids needed this weekend, and what better way to celebrate it than with a dance. This Saturday, OSU's Feel Good Group, a chapter of the National Feel Good Group, hosted their annual Dance Against Hunger event. Feel Good is a national program whose ultimate goal is to help organize college students in the fight against hunger.
You know, Cody, this actually reminds me of a fundraiser that was put on by OSU's Beavs Helping Kids a few weeks ago. And looks like there's a lot of good reasons to be dancing around this campus.
That's right. Saturday's dance showcase brought in professional and highly skilled dance squads such as the OSU Elite and OSU Hip Hop Association teams, as well as other regional crews including Portland-based Rip City Kings.
Well, Beaver News reporter Mary Johnson has the story.
Milam Auditorium was packed Saturday night as 18 local dance groups came together for Feel Good at OSU's annual Dance Against Hunger. Feel Good is a volunteer youth movement program involving people across the country who are committed to ending hunger one grilled cheese at a time.
Feel Good at OSU, we are a social awareness organization, and so what we do is put on a bunch of fundraisers, organize them, and whatnot, so including all members, making sure everyone has a say in everything.
There was a wide variety of dance performances, from contemporary dancing to upbeat, fast hip-hop by OSU Hip Hop Club, and even a little break dancing.
It was a really good experience. It was nice to see like all these other, I guess, styles of crews and stuff come together and like perform for a good cause, dance against hunger.
To get involved with Feel Good at Oregon State, you can there are multiple ways you can get involved actually. So if you find us out in the middle of the quad, just come up to us, say hello, we're always welcome. It's always fun to see new faces.
This is Mary Johnson reporting for the Beaver News.
The Feel Good Group is just one of many organizations under the Hunger Project, a worldwide organization devoted to helping end hunger on Earth. Overall, the event raised $400 for the Hunger Project, as well as keeping the philanthropic dance vibe going on campus.
Oregon State has once again proved its worth in the field of electrical engineering. Recently, OSU made a breakthrough in the magnetic storage of data. The new technology, called acoustic-assisted magnetic recording, will be used in many different data reading devices we use in our everyday lives. According to electrical engineering professors at OSU, this new patent will make devices such as computers, credit card readers, and other electronic systems more durable, reliable, and able to hold more information. OSU's advancements in electrical engineering are paving the way for the future of data encoding. The patent for this new technology has been filed this week.
The Dalai Lama is planning to return to Oregon this year. The University of Oregon, where the Dalai Lama will be speaking on May 10th at 1:30 p.m., confirmed the Lama's return to Oregon on Wednesday. Some people may remember when the Dalai Lama came to Portland 12 years ago and spoke to a crowd of approximately 25,000 people at Pioneer Courthouse Square. Now the Buddhist leader and 1989 Nobel Peace Prize winner will return to the Beaver State to speak to students and community members. The Dalai Lama will be speaking at Matthew Knight Arena, and tickets will go on sale starting March 11th. Tickets are $20 each, with a limit of 2 tickets per person. Seating is limited, and event coordinators expect tickets to sell out quickly.
You might have seen some new faces on campus this weekend, and no, they weren't here for the sunny weather. OSU played host to one of the largest debate tournaments in the region.
Schools from all across the region came to Oregon State on Saturday and Sunday to battle it out with words for the 9th Annual Earl Wells Memorial Speakeasy. On the weekend after a Week 7 filled with midterms, one wouldn't expect to find many college students on campus for the weekend, especially a large group of college students dressed to the nines in formal business attire. However, this was the case on OSU's campus this Saturday and Sunday, as over 100 students from all over the West Coast took part in the 9th Annual Earl Wells Memorial Speakeasy Speech and Debate Tournament hosted by Oregon State. The event title is a mouthful, but for this event, that's quite suiting, as competitors gave mouthfuls of their own to defend their cases, utilizing skill and tact in delivery and argumentation. 15 colleges and universities came to the tournament, which is in its 9th year, including schools like Boise State and Seattle Pacific, and the farthest away competitor, East Texas Baptist University. There were many different types of speech and debate competitions offered this weekend, including the International Public Debate Association format, or IPDA, as well as other individual events such as prose interpretation and impromptu. We spoke with several students for some insights on the competition.
A really good competition at this round, and the questions are fairly, on the impromptu, they're fairly abstract, so you're really having to think.
It's been a really good learning experience so far, and a real test of my own skills, for sure.
But the Earl Wells Tournament represents more than just a fun gathering of competing universities. It's a way for students to gain valuable experience for future career aspirations.
When it comes to speaking, when you're presenting papers or research papers, or you're even communicating to your team on designing a product or working on a project, it's very important to be able to communicate your skills and to kind of advocate for your own point of view.
For me, I'm doing computer science. I'm doing actually the information technology side, and I want to go around giving speeches on computer security. So this helps give me that ability to speak and really fine-tune my public speaking abilities.
After 20 hours of debate competition over 2 days, the teams packed up and headed home. The Oregon State debaters didn't take home any top medals in the tournament, but they still felt as though it was a positive experience in which they all had improved their skills.
We each feel like we are improving and that we did well.
So even though we may not be breaking into final rounds, I think our team's been doing a lot better.
From the Earl Wells OSU Speech and Debate Tournament, I'm Cody Stover, KBVR Beaver News.
So Cody, you were there at the debate this weekend. What were your opinions on it?
Well, Brittany, at first I really wasn't sure what to think. I was going into it, I'd never been to a speech and debate tournament, but once I got there, there were so many kids from all over the region, all over the Pacific Northwest, and they were all so passionate about what they're doing. It was really cool to see.
Oh, yeah. Well, another issue that has been up for its own debate for a while is the Oregon House approved a bill that would extend resident college tuition rates to some illegal immigrants. Representatives are calling this a historic vote that is an important educational step in Oregon. After the House's 38-18 vote, the bill is now in the hands of the Senate. If passed by the Senate, the measure would allow in-state tuition for Oregon students who have lived in the state for at least 5 years. Current illegal immigrants have to pay non-resident tuition, a difference of $20,000 from in-state tuition.
It's the video trend that's sweeping the nation, and everyone from athletes to college students and even grandma is getting involved in the action.
You've seen the videos and maybe even a few from Oregon State, but what exactly is the Harlem Shake? Well, Beaver news reporter Gabriela Morangelo has the story.
It's the video craze that is sweeping the nation. Over 9 months, a song by American DJ and producer Bauer has grown into an almost overnight viral sensation. The Harlem Shake. But what exactly is the Harlem Shake? We spoke with Andre Morozov and Vedanth Narayanan, who organized a Harlem Shake here on campus.
So the Harlem Shake is the recent viral trend that emerged in the YouTube community.
News stations, professional sports teams, and even the staff of SeaWorld have uploaded their renditions of the Harlem Shake.
I think the Harlem Shake fad will last as long as people keep posting really funny videos. I think every day it gets more and more interesting. There's a washing machine doing the Harlem Shake video now.
The trend has become especially popular on college campuses, with students and even faculty getting in on the action. And our own employees at Java 2 got involved in it as well.
We were trying to think of a good way to kind of get everyone closer and bond, and what better way than to make a viral YouTube video.
But not everyone is happy about this video.
The only problem people had was apparently there's this Harlem Shake, the move itself, that no one did. And
Right.
They were kind of
just skeptical about that as a whole.
According to the Smithsonian's national blog, the true Harlem Shake is an eccentric upper body dance that emerged in Harlem in 1981 and was originally called the Albee. Regardless of the trend's diverse responses, the Harlem Shake has undeniably become an internet sensation, adaptable for the enjoyment and participation of all ages. This has been Gabriella Morangello reporting for your Beaver News.
Today we checked out how many Harlem Shake videos there are currently on YouTube. As of this broadcast, the amount of Harlem Shake videos has nearly doubled since we covered this brief story last week. And actually, Brittany, I had not even seen the Harlem Shake until you actually introduced it to me about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I spent many hours, instead of studying, watching these videos, and so since they're very addicting, I thought I'd share it with you.
Well, thank you. Just another thing to keep me from studying. This time of year, you probably would sprint the other direction if someone asked you if you wanted to pick out your own sickness or disease to eat. But the girls of Sigma Delta Omega were doing just that. The girls of the social and science-based sorority were in Kidder Hall today selling cookies frosted as various microbes to raise money for their Relay for Life team that will participate in the Oregon State Relay in May. Cookies ranged between many different disease-causing microbes such as measles, swine flu, and the Black Death, all accurately represented by the microbial frosting skill of the Sigma Delta girls. If you weren't in the mood for cholera, a full array of periodic table of elements cookies were also available. Those wishing to get a cookie and help these girls with their Relay for Life team could still do so, as the group will continue to sell cookies outside of the College of Science offices in Kidder Hall.
There's nothing like a good fishing trip, especially when you reel in a few trophies to go with it. This weekend, Ryan Sparks and Zach McDonald reeled in 5 bass to win the FLW College Fishing Western Conference title for Oregon State. The Saturday's victory on Roosevelt Lake in Arizona advances the Beaver Bass Club team to the Invitational Tournament. This is the 3rd consecutive year that Sparks and McDonald have finished in the top 3 during the Western Conference competition. Now, the Beaver Bass Club duo has 2 months to prep for the national championship. And before we end tonight's show, it's time to see what's going on in OSU athletics. Milan Laurent is here with our Monday night sports report.
Thanks, Brittany. This past Saturday, the men's basketball team faced Cal in their final home game of the season, supporting their Nike N7 uniforms in honor of lone senior Joe Burton. The crowd of over 6,000 was the loudest and most energetic of the year at Gill Coliseum, but unfortunately, the energetic crowd was not enough to overcome the Cal Berkeley Golden Bears as they dropped the game with a close 60-59 final. The Beavers once trailed by 14 and put a good fight to get themselves back in the game, but they came up just short as Ahmad Starks missed a game-winning jumper at the buzzer. This game marked the 7th time this season that the Beavers have lost by 5 points or less. Despite the loss, Joe Burton put up impressive figures in the final home meet of his career, showcasing 15 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 steals. In other sports news, the number 11th ranked gymnastics team showcased a dominating performance this weekend as they hosted Seattle Pacific and the number 15th ranked University of Arizona Wildcats for the 8th annual Pink Out meet. This meet was in support of the Corvallis Clinic Foundation's Project Her and breast cancer awareness. The Beavs scored a season-high 196.925 points, and OSU gymnasts won all 4 event titles. Michaela Stambaugh won the all-around title for the 2nd week in a row with an overall score of 39.525, and Chelsea Tang was a close 2nd overall with a career-high 39.400 points. Oregon State's record improves to 10-5 and 4-0 in the Pac-12 Conference. For a more in-depth analysis of all of your favorite Beaver sports, be sure and tune in to the Beaver Sports Show, which airs Thursday nights right here on KBVR at 8 p.m.
Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. I'm Brittany Mangold.
And I'm Milan Laurent. We're glad you could join us this evening.
For more of your Beaver news, be sure to find us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at Beaver News. Have a great night.